Hi, as we continue the exploration of the book The Universal Heart by Stephanie Dowrick. Okay, so I had a look at Oracle of Passions, and today is all about the vortex. So we might find ourselves in a bit of a vortex with what's going on. We might decide that we want some reconciliation. But with the vortex and things going on, driving us crazy, maybe it's time we actually start to really listen to what our intuition is telling us in regards to the relationship. Not our emotions, not our head. What's our intuition actually telling us about this situation at the moment? Is reconciliation really the best outcome for what's going on? Maybe there's a need to communicate and a lot of healing that needs doing. A lot about opening our own heart to bring in that love that we need. Allowing ourselves to really sort of look at how we digest our experiences in life. Seeing the light that's coming out of the darkness. So let's have a look here as we continue this journey. Let's have a look at love generously. Oh love, oh pure love, be here, be now. Make me your servant, your breath, your core. Gila Ludin Rumi. Okay. There is no other way to love but generously. Love treasures who you are. Love brings depth, balance, integrity to the life you're creating. Love opens you up all that you're capable of. Love makes it possible for you to receive what others can give you. Love honors and expresses freedom. Love demonstrates itself through acts of kindness, respect, delight, trust, and patience. Love finds what is good and speaks of that, or sings of it, paints it, acts it, writes it, lives it out. Love laughs loudly and often. Love is daring, bold, colourful. Love seeks and offers beauty. Love is subtle too and discerning. Love knows what to overlook and the value of silence. Love is willing to surrender control and the false confining need always to be right. Love can listen with an open mind. Love is willing to tolerate imperfections, to be bored or restless without blaming, to be fired up and exhilarated, to be delighted for someone else's sake, to see things through and to stand alongside, even in times of discomfort or difference. Love lets someone go when they need to. Love mends wounds and dissolves hurts. Love is forgiving. Love gives and seeks mercy, even in the face of injustice. In love, there are no opponents. Love is courageous. Love wishes the best for the other, always and when, even when it is afraid of the answer. Love asks what that best might be. Love lets go. Love gets out of the bed night after night to look after a sick child or friend. Love has the same reassuring conversation many times with an elderly partner or parent. Love makes envy manageable when someone else has what you most want. Love seeks to understand choices that you would not make. Love affirms diversity and difference. Love delights in it. Love takes you to sports you had no interest in, into books you had no idea you could enjoy, into cultures up mountains or deep under oceans you hardly knew existed. Love teaches you new languages, not least the language of love. Love dissolves prejudice and challenges mispreconceptions. Love makes you vulnerable. Love bends broken hearts. Love allows bad times to be survived and good times to be treasured. Love brings you into the present moment. Love teaches you to see things as they are. Love that is not love is also powerful. It can be lust, degenerateness, delusion, although they can be part of love too. It can be interest, adoration. It can be neediness, control, possessiveness, sentimentality. It can be longing for approval, masquerading as love. Live as a loving person. We learn what love is through all our varied interactions and connections, friendships, family, love affairs, partnerships, work, community, and neighborhood relationships, and not through our sexual partnerships only. In or out of physical, intimate relationships, we are inevitably in relationship all the time. These varied outer connections, as well as our own inner reflections, dreamings, and longings, let us know what we want love to give us and how good love feels. We also find out what the absence or withdrawal of love feels like, pretty chilly, and we learn sometimes with shame or disappointment how conditional and limited our own and other people's declarations of love often are. How can I possibly love you when you, no son of mine could ever, if you can't, then I won't. We are helped in our efforts to love if we have been loved and know what love feels like. Yet one of the marvels of the human story is that nothing is nearly predictable. neatly predictable. Many great-hearted people grew up in horribly unpromising circumstances. Many people who have been loved devotedly and selflessly remained marooned on a tiny island of self-concern. To move off that island, we must wake up to other people's reality and care about it. We must see other people not as opportunities for us to exploit, or as monsters who want to exploit us, but as fellow travellers wanting what we want, to suffer less and to know comfort and connection at first hand. And this is not so hard, and the rewards totally outdistance the dangers. No great change is needed either. You don't have to become a different person in order to express love, respect, interest, and concern more generously. You need only look with new interest at what drives your familiar hesitancies and defences. Question whether you still need these defences, and ask these questions of self in a self-loving, respectful frame of mind. Power over your own life shifts back to where it belongs. What other people do or fail to do become far less important than seeing yourself as a loving person who is free to express respect and concern in all your encounters. True self-assurance follows from this simple but profound shift in attitude. I'm creating a life that expresses the very best of who I am. Even then, it will be your own experience of how balanced and how at ease you can feel that will show you more powerfully than anything I could say that loving generously is a sustaining and entirely possible way for you to live. Love is your original blessing, your original nature. However, distance from this awareness you may sometimes feel. Bitterness, a loss of trust, a galloping case of perfectionism, or self-criticism may cause you to retreat from love. But these obstacles are not greater than love is. Love is available to you always. It's expressed through acts of forgiveness, tolerance, and selflessness. Just as powerfully it comes to life through those precious everyday moments of human connection. The chat you look forward to in the morning with the man who sells you your newspaper, your own willingness to drive out of your way to help someone get home earlier, the hilarity that erupts when colleagues burst through a moment of pompous solemnity, the excitement a whole street feels when a neighbour comes home with a new baby. There are countless times when we can open up to other people in a heartfelt way and can unconsciously discover this makes me feel good too. Creating harmony, benefiting others, that's not outside our range. We limit that capacity only through undervaluing ourselves and what we can give, belittling our own efforts before they can take off, telling ourselves that we have so little. We can't afford to give, or telling ourselves that many things are not our business. We are scared of intruding. We are distracted by our own concerns. Yet our instincts in our own lives show us that when people come together to meet in a crisis or emergency, or just to enjoy a few minutes good talk and laughter, or a moment of sympathy, the feeling of connection that they receive far outweighs the inconvenience of putting their own agenda temporarily aside. Okay, that's it for the moment. I will be back shortly. Take care and blessed be.